My name is Courtney Bryan. I'm a composer and pianist. My artistic practice is sort of varied. I love to write for large ensembles like orchestra. I write for chamber ensembles. I'm also a performer. I'm a pianist, and I love to improvise. I also love doing collaborative work across the arts, so that's another aspect of what I do. And I also spend a good amount of my time as an educator. I teach at Tulane University in New Orleans.
We had already started down this path of thinking about commissioning a work with the ensemble, celebrating our 50th wedding anniversary.
Well, we first heard about Courtney when she was premiering the Yet Unheard with the Dream Unfinished Orchestra. Then we had a chance to meet Courtney, and we're just also really impressed with her and the nature of her music.
This piece that we're premiering, Dreaming Freedom Sounds, actually started a little while ago in another form. In the early part of the pandemic, I started off doing interviews with members of International Contemporary Ensemble. We had these conversations about different words that I was thinking about, like freedom, love, spirit, home, sanctuary, and transformation. And then I revisited the project this year in 2023 and just kind of had a different perspective, like a whole different stage of where we are with things. One of the things that really caught my attention was getting to read some of the Supreme Court dissent letters. I incorporated a number of different dissent letters. One was on affirmative action, one was on reproductive rights, and the other was on gay marriage. From there, it kind of led to different readings that have been in my mind over different times. There's some lines from W.B. Du Bois and from Frederick Douglass, and they're sort of in conversation with each other about the color line.
Out of the depths of slavery has come this prejudice and this color line. The problem of the 20th century is a problem of the color line.
I have text from George Lewis. There was a question he mentioned about Sound of Freedom, and that's kind of what led to the series in general. And the piece ends with text from another one of my professors from Columbia, Professor Farrah Griffin. Her book, Read to Understand, and there's a chapter in there about gardens and grace. And it was like the perfect ending for the piece. It was just thinking about hope in the middle of crisis.
In the midst of crisis,
There's a lot of different inner workings. There's bird songs in the piece, and each of the birds had different symbolic meaning, and so where they were placed. I think the birds throughout, that's kind of like the through line. It's like with this freedom idea, it's like some of it's thinking about within like a political system, like the first part of the piece, but a lot of it goes into freedom more abstractly, and I think like with nature, we just find a lot of inspiration for that.